What did it take to come out on top of this thing? It was back and forth, hard fought, everything
just
you expected.
continue to compete. Once you know these games are going to come down, you want to get them to the fourth quarter and give yourself an opportunity. I thought we did that. And we were a little frustrated with ourselves there in the first half, shooting ourselves in the foot offensively with penalties. I thought we played pretty well defensively, getting some stops. And for it to be 14-14, all right, let's go. But it really felt like, all right, man, this thing could be 21 or 28 if we don't shoot ourselves in the foot. But, get it to the fourth quarter, and compete. And, proud of the kids that they're finding a way right now. I think that's very, very important. That you get in these situations, you're comfortable. Everybody's all right, let's go find a way. And certainly, especially when you're trading scores, when you take a 2-score lead, miss the extra point, it seemed like 30 seconds and they had the lead back, or it just didn't seem like very long. But, nobody blinked, just continued to compete.
That's, exactly what I was about to ask you.
Yeah.
Was y'all go up 2 scores and then they are quickly back ahead by a point. But you mentioned nobody blinked. What are y'all having to talk to them at all about that, or it's all there?
No, I think you do it over the course of the week and try and plant seeds. And offensively, it's a very veteran group, and defensively, it's a lot of young kids. But there are some seniors out there, but it's a high character group of young kids that love to compete. So, just keep playing, just keep playing. They're a championship program, and I have as much respect for Coach Ball and Kyle and that staff and the job, Earl, the job that they do as I do anybody. I admire and respect how they've built that program over there. That they ain't fixing to bat an eye. Their kids have been in this situation, and they're going to, it's going to take 4 quarters, and that's what it took tonight. We made a couple of plays that won the game.
Y'all's the development of you mentioned some young guys that have grown up a lot. Your 2 sophomore quarterbacks, where they are right now, they came in and we're kind of waiting to see what they were going to be, and they are what you need them to be. And on the other side, you got guys like 21 and 5 stepping up in key spots.
Yep.
Yeah,
a lot of development still left, a lot of room for growth, and very proud of them. I thought Carson played extremely well tonight, and I thought, Max made some plays with his legs, and, we're in the situation where we're fortunate to have 2 of them, and so depending on what the situation calls for, and feel comfortable with both of them, and it's a situational thing. When we get into it, kind of what we're doing, we're trying to script out the early part of the game, how things are going to go, and then it comes down to sometimes a gut feel. Hey, we're going to have to, it looks like the game's going this direction. This is what we're going to do, and hey, your strengths lie here, and so we're moving in that direction. I thought that Carson made some really big throws on 3rd down tonight.
What do wins like this, and the West Monroe win to beat those guys in a regular season game in district and whatnot, to beat Ruston for the first time in a few years, they're just steps along the way to what y'all want to accomplish. But what do these steps mean right
now? I think as a competitor, these are the ones you want. Obviously you got to start winning some, but to win it against the championship, the best teams, I think those are the next steps in trying to establish yourself or get on the right path as a program. And you have to embrace playing them. Some people don't embrace playing them, or I think the staff, the coaches, I've got incredible guys in there that are doing a really good job, and they're competitors. Like, this is what they want. This is the environment that they want to be in, and I think that bleeds down into the kids when you want to go seek out. And we don't have to seek it out in our district. It's week after week with what it is. But, it's awesome. Very, very proud. It's won. We'll have to put it behind us tomorrow morning when we wake up and come in here and get ready for, there's still a lot of ball left to be played in the regular season here. And, Ouachita, I hadn't watched a whole lot, but obviously watched a little bit of their Ruston and Ouachita game. We got a work cut out for us. We need to figure out where we are health-wise and get ready to do it all over again here very quickly.
There's a sense, whether it be kids, community, y'all as coaches, that the rest of the state hasn't quite figured out where y'all are right now. It hasn't kind of bought in or respected y'all. What are your thoughts on that, and do you use that with the kids, or do you try and block that out, leave that alone entirely? How do you kind of approach that as a coach?
There's some things that we talk about internally, not necessarily, but, it's a challenge to our kids. I don't know. I would like to believe that the people that we played through the years and, the way we've competed and, some of the players that we've had, that there's respect, hopefully, in the coaching. I mean, that's what you want. You want respect from the guys that you respect of the way that, hey, when you put the ball down against those guys, hey, I can promise you they're going to compete. They're not going to lay down for you. You want that. As far as, the outside people that are taking notice, I don't know. I know that traditionally people have looked down the nose or whatever you want. I mean, you hear all the stuff. And so put a big old chip on your shoulder and go to work.
Coach, take me through that final drive. We were in a game state of the game where it seemed like both teams were just marching down the field, taking the lead back and forth from each other. With 3 minutes left, what did it take from your defense and from your team to lock down and be able to stop them, especially when it felt like they were able to continue that drive when you lost chance after chance?
And I remember peeking up at the clock when we got probably plus 30, and I don't know, there was 3 or 4 minutes left, and obviously you don't want to leave a whole lot of time, but the number one thing you got to do is score, so that's a hard, we're best when we're playing with a little bit of tempo and we're in rhythm, so, it's a fine line of, hey, I slow it down, but you slow it down too much and you don't score, I mean, you're not. And I just can remember right down here with, when they scored to go up 36-33, Elijah was really disappointed coming off the field defensively. It was, Elijah, we're going to go score, and the defense is going to be out there, and they're going to have to win the game. Let's go. And boy, he immediately head up, chest up, let's go. And, they did it. I mean, there were several moments we had a chance. They're converting 4th downs. We had an opportunity to pick right here, where you could say, it's just not continue. Flush the previous play, whether it was good or bad, and continue to compete. And that's, basically the message. And, that's what the kids did. So excited about it.
I think we ate up enough of your time, man.
Yes, sir. Thank you.